Frank here again, bringing you the last chapter of Douglas Jerrod. Remember, Douglas Jerrod and SamsonPWilliams.com for all your information on apprehending Douglas Jerrod and his elusive escapes back and forth through the mind. Without further ado, Chapter 22. Douglas side. New life, new hope. Fred entered the convenience store. He walked slowly down the snack aisle while he searched for a specific item to satisfy the craving he experienced. There it is, he excitedly thought as he quickly snatched up a few yellow cream-filled treats. He then went over to the drink station, grabbed a styrofoam cup, and poured a cup of hot, steamy black coffee. After coffee was filled to the brim, he placed a reinforcement coffee cup lid on top and went to the checkout center. I have gas on one and all of these. My badge number is 3464. Alright, officer, just sign here. The clerk handed a piece of paper in front of Fred in his full uniform and pointed to where to sign. Fred took up the pen off the counter and quickly scribbled the John Hancock down on the dotted line. After he fully put his signature down, he passed it back to the clerk. While the clerk filed it away with all the other receipts from the police tab, he began to... Whoa. That was Athena. Yeah, I know. Began to leave the store after he gathered up his treats. You have a good night, officer. You too, Fred replied back as he exited. Whoa. When outside the store, he strolled to his squad car, opened the driver's side door, and got into it. While inside, he tossed the yellow sponge treats into the passenger seat and put his coffee in the cup holder before he shut the driver's door closed. He then started up the vehicle and made his way down the road back to the station. Car 44, come in 44, the dispatch called over the radio as Fred reached the road in front of the station. He picked up the mic from the radio. What is so important that they couldn't wait for him to get off? He quickly contemplated before he pressed the button to reply back. This is car 44. What do you need, dispatch? What is your location? I'm pulling into the police garage right now as we speak. Good. We got a call that Pam went into the hospital. The report is she began to go into labor. Let me be the first to say congratulations and good luck, Fred. After the excitingly good news, Fred quickly parked the squad car in the first available parking spot. He put the mic back on the radio and then opened the driver's side door. Without even thinking, he hopped out of the vehicle and slammed the door shut as he left all the refreshments that he just purchased. In a blink of an eye, he rushed to his personal car and got in. While Fred sat in the driver's seat, he frantically searched for his keys. Where are they? I know I have them on me. he thought, right before he located them and quickly put the key into the car ignition. He turned the engine over, put the vehicle into drive, and bolted for the hospital. I hope everything is all right. We have been waiting for this moment. The doctor said it could be any day. Wait, of course, everything is okay. Pam is in one of the best birthing hospitals in the state. Everything is just fine. I'm going to be a father. Fred finished his random worry through thought on a high note as he pulled up to the hospital. He put his car into park, shut it off, opened the car door, and hopped out. Before he rushed into the building, he slammed the car door shut and frantically ran. It will be alright. Everything is under control. He tried to calm himself while he quickly approached the front desk. Hello, ma'am. I'm looking for my wife, Pam Jerrod. She has gone into labor, sir. She is probably in the maternity ward. Let me find what room. The lady behind the desk picked up the phone and dialed up the maternity ward while Fred impatiently waited for her reply. She waited for a few short seconds, and then someone in the ward picked up the other end. God damn it, he thought as the seconds felt like an eternity. Yes, this is the front desk. There is a man looking for a Pam Jerrod. He said she went into labor recently. The lady silently received the information as it was being relayed. What is all this waiting for? I just want to see my son being born, Fred pondered before she hung up the phone and looked back to him. Your wife is here. She is getting prepared at the moment. Now just go down the hall here and someone will help you when you get to the ward. Now hurry. They are expecting you, officer. Thank you, ma'am. I will bring you a cigar. Fred showed his appreciation for the woman's help before he sprinted down the short hallway. As he ran, he passed the large window with the babies behind it. He quickly glanced over to it. Soon, I will have one of those, he proudly thought before he entered the maternity ward. Mr. Jerrod, come with me, please. Okay. A lovely nurse in light pink scrubs directed Fred to a small room. She pointed to a set of green scrubs. She then motioned him to follow her again. Then they both entered into the birthing room. Mrs. Jerrod, look what I found roaming around the halls. Hey, baby doll, I am here. It is about fucking time. Get over here. Fred quickly rushed to his wife's side while the nurse checked to see how dilated Pam was. He grabbed his wife's hand and started lightly rubbing it as the nurse came back up from the checkup on the situation. The brunette looked to the couple to report the findings. She began to report to them as they gave her their undivided attention. You are at 10 centimeters now. Let me go get the doctor and we can begin. The nurse rushed out of the room and quickly to retrieve the doctor. Pam looked up to Fred after the nurse was gone. Shit, Fred thought nervously when he viewed his wife's face with a look of insane anger. Do you think she is pretty? What? Don't act stupid with me. I've seen how you look at her. Do you want to fuck her? No, you're the only woman for me. Fred quickly expressed to dissolve the argument before it got out of hand. His wife ripped her hand away from his. She then turned her hand. Yes. She then turned her head away from him and began to emotionally cry. What the hell? He questionably thought right as the doctor and the nurse entered the room. So how are we doing in here? It would be okay if I didn't have to hear these fucking lies from this son of a bitch. I'm not lying to you. I love you, dear. I don't know about all that, but let's bring your child into the world and you guys can figure all that out later, okay? The doctor blew off all the drama from the Jerrods as he took his position to catch the baby as it came out. He lifted the hospital gown while he viewed into the birth canal. He seen a baby foot poking out at him. He quickly looked up to the couple. The baby is coming out breech. We need to hurry. What does that mean? Your baby is coming out backwards, Mr. Jerrod. So, Mrs. Jerrod, I need you to push as much as you can. The doctor took his place back under Pam's gown. He positioned his hands on the underside of the baby's butt, but as the baby was already halfway out, he lightly helped the baby flow out a little more while she pushed. As the little human being got up to the shoulders, the doctor spoke up from under her gown. Hold on the pushing for a moment. For me to position the shoulders to come out. I don't think... Okay, one last push. Right after the doctor's order, Pam gladly pushed with all her might. As she strained with all the might she had, she squeezed Fred's hand. When she squeezed, it popped all the bones in his hand. Damn it, he thought before she let out. The doctor pulled the baby out and handed it to the nurse. When the nurse retrieved the child from the doctor, she swatted the infant lightly on the behind. After the baby let out a cry of life, she handed Fred a pair of surgical scissors. Then she motioned to him to cut the umbilical cord. He snapped the little one free from the cord. Once separated, she wiped the baby clean and handed Pam her kid. Congratulations, here's your son. Pam accepted the little bit of life from the nurse. While the child lay in her arms, he opened his eyes for the first time. She gazed at her little one's eyes and noticed that the right eye was green and that the left eye was blue. After she saw the little miracle, she held him up to Fred. He is so beautiful, and he deserves an equally beautiful name. Do you have any suggestions? Douglas Alexander Jerrod. That sounds like a lovely name. And that was Chapter 22 of Douglas Jerrod. Remember, Douglas Jerrod and SamsonPWillings.com to get all your information on Douglas Jerrod. Thank you, and have a good day.